Hello world, welcome back to the Razor RC. I got a chance to run the brand new Schumacher Cougar LD2 at my local carpet track. Was running some laps, threw down a few packs through it, as well as a Team Associate B6.3. I kind of like doing a direct comparison, run them back to back to back, just to get a nice comparison, a refresher of how the other buggies out there drive. So that was really nice to get out to the track. Hadn't been out to the track in a few months. They had a brand new layout, and there's obviously a brand new car. My first time driving it, so driving is not the best. Had a lot of crashes, but I'll call that durability testing. So did a lot of durability testing on the Cougar as well. So I picked up mine from discountrcstore.com. Definitely the best place to pick up any sort of Schumacher stuff here in the United States, LRP stuff, whatever that you might want. Even if you don't run a Schumacher, if you run on carpet, I highly recommend Schumacher yellow compound tires. They are pretty much the best. I've tried pretty much every carpet tire out there, and they always consistently perform really, really well. So always a good place to pick up Schumacher tires as well from discountrcstore.com. And just want to share some thoughts on the Schumacher as well as some running footage. I'll throw down some laps after this. Overall, a really nice little buggy. Running Savox 1267 SG Servo Hobbywing XR10 Pro Stock Spec ESC. Samuel Arcs 481 and Team Power's Actinium V4 17.5 turn motor. So whenever you drive something for the first time, also obviously Gens Ace Redline batteries. But whenever you drive an RC car for the first time, certainly it takes a few battery packs to kind of get just a baseline set up, the right tires, the right, timing and gearing on your motor. So did have to play around with that. It kind of settled on 27 tooth pinion, and the stock I think is a 72 tooth spur gear. So this is the stock spec drive version. It's got the carbon fiber chassis, the direct drive spur there, the lightweight body. So this one, is optimized a little more for 17.5 or 21.5 turn racing. And so, in general, I did have the Cougar laydown, and I did run the aluminum and the carbon fiber chassis on that one. Did find the aluminum one on that car actually performed better. I am trying the carbon fiber one here. Actually still runs pretty good. I'm running the Mikhail Orlowski setup. His is close. I don't have all the option parts, like I'm running carbon fiber chassis as well, and he has some like aluminum steering blocks and stuff that I'm not running, but pretty much the setup otherwise is pretty much the same as his. My thoughts on the buggy: drove really well. Actually, I was pretty surprised at how well it drove. I mean, once you get the right tire selection and stuff, that was really important. But yeah, it drives quite a bit different than the B6.3. Obviously, it depends on your setup. The B6.3, I had the stock kit set up, which I think runs pretty well. This one, the Mikhail Orlowski, I've had good luck with his setups in the past on my Cat L1 Evo and also my Cougar laydown. So in general, I find it works pretty well. This buggy definitely has a lot of steering. I mean, all the Schumacher Cougars have a ton of steering. That's kind of what they're known for. Has a ton of steering throw left and right, so I did end up turning down the dual rate, I think, to like 91% or 90%, 89%, somewhere around there, I think. So I would play with that if you find it, kind of hooking too much. You can definitely turn down the steering and still have a ton of steering. I mean, I'm running like the brass little hinge pin brace up front, the brass ESC tray, so definitely have a lot of weight on the front. Have the battery all the way up forward, the ESC tray all the way up forward. So this thing, I would say, carries a lot more corner speed than the Team Associate. I think a lot of it is due to kind of all the weight is a little more even left to or front to back. The B6.3, running that compared to this thing, the B6.3 almost feels like a rear motor buggy because the weight is definitely further back on that one, where this one, like the battery is pretty much right in the middle of the car, and then everything servo, ESC, all the weight up front. So really the only thing in the back is the motor, and even that's, you know, halfway between the tires in the middle of the vehicle. So this is a very much a weight forward type vehicle. I'm curious what the weight distribution is, but it definitely drives like it. Everything else feels like a rear motor. It feels like everything's all on the back compared to this thing, and that's, I think, one of the things they really try to optimize with this vehicle. Try to move everything up to the front, get as much weight forward, and in that purpose they succeeded. In terms of issues, the only issue I had was one of the screws backing out on my bell cranks here in the front. I did crash a ton, like I mentioned. Did not break anything, no issues at all with any sort of damage. The one good thing about carbon fiber chassis is that it does not bend really. You know, you're either going to snap it or it's just going to flex and return back to its original shape. So I did crash a lot, did case some jumps and stuff like that. So that actually is a benefit. I might actually keep the carbon fiber chassis. It actually ran pretty well. There is a bit of flex, and you can kind of see that motor moving up front and back and stuff like that. So it is a little bit different. I'm not sure it's ideal for carpet, but I am also testing out like running full-size batteries. For the last couple years I've been running like LCG batteries because I felt like I could get more corner speed with the LCG battery. But with this guy, you know, it carries so much corner speed already, it doesn't seem to be hurt as much by that really big heavy battery. So I'm going to try this out for a while. I'm going to order up some more of these Redline batteries. I think I'll be running those because a larger battery, you actually get a little more staying power as opposed to the LCG batteries. The LCG batteries on 17.5, they will fade, you know, halfway through the race, and then you're not going to be able to clear all those jumps and stuff like you might have before. But with the big battery, you know, you're going to have full punch, full voltage a lot longer. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Schumacher Cougar Laydown 2 version. Fantastic buggy. You know, the shocks and stuff, I don't really like design. There's a lot of elements of this vehicle I don't quite like from a design perspective, but when you actually throw it down on the track, I mean, these things are pretty darn quick. I actually was able to throw down, I think, like a 17.0 second lap time, whereas my B6.3 actually was able to put down a 16.9, but this one, I think, more consistently was putting down low 17s, whereas the B6.3 was a little bit harder to get down to those actual lap times. I'm sure with more time on this I could hit 16.9 or lower. I don't think that would be a problem. So anyways, yeah, those are my thoughts on the Schumacher Cougar LD2. Check out this running footage. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.
One 10.4. $18.1. $18.2. $17.3. $55.9. $17.3. $17.4. 17-4. 17-3. 55.3. 17-9. 17-2. 17 flat.